I missed you guys. Like, I swear I do. Like, let me just get it up with y'all real quick. You feel me? Especially because now it's 2026. But let me tell you about 2025. Especially during the ending of 2025. I had to really, like, cut a lot of people out of my life. I had to really stand with myself alone and realize that a lot of the people that I was surrounded by was trying to gaslight me, trying to dim my light, basically talking about me behind my back. And when I really, like, when things really came to the front forward for me to see and finally realize that a lot of the people that I was amongst was really trying to dim my light because I am powerful. I'm beautiful, loving, sweet, and kind. And a lot of the people that was trying to dim my light was trying to let other people behind the scenes, you know, basically trying to say, like, yeah, she's really not who she says she is. When I'm everything I say I am. I'm a multi-millionaire. I will be a multi-millionaire very soon, but I have many of personalities. I have many traits and characteristics about myself that I express because I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm really like a girl's girl for real. I really do care for women. And when a lot of women in my past hurt me and really betrayed me for male validation, that really stung me, especially friends that I really thought were my gals, you know? And I'm still healing from women. I'm still healing from the betrayal of humans overall. And I always told myself that I will never become, you know, a bad person because of what people have done to me. I will never give anybody anything to say about me behind my back because I might have reacted out of being hurt, or, you know, I might have just had an impulse and just felt the rage of wanting to crash out. I would never give you the benefit of the doubt. I would never allow you to paint the narrative about me, because that's also a form of reactive abuse. You got people that are really like trigger you, and they know what they're doing. They conscious about what they're doing. They see your vulnerability because you got close to them, and they try to trigger you and basically keep triggering you. But then when you finally react, they got the camera out. They got the camera out on your ass. Yo, yeah, this is how she really is. Yeah, she really crazy like that. Yeah. Trying to paint a narrative about you. When in reality, they pushed you to that point so that they could shape the narrative behind your back by recording you or trying to get you out of character in public because they want to see you fall. And they see the light within you and how you really do care about people and you love deeply, you love hard. But they see that within you and want to destroy it, want to ruin your character. And I was surrounded by a lot of people who had that type of energy. And I questioned myself. I was like, why am I attracting people who are demonically possessed, people who are envious, jealous? Like, I don't even have that within myself to do that to anybody. You feel what I'm saying? And even if a person did me wrong, I always do my shadow work to make sure I heal from within. I distance myself and I heal from within so that I do not become who hurt me. I don't become the person that hurt me. I try my best, you know? Because I always told myself that I never want to become like the people that hurt me, that made me feel less than, that tried to shape me into this person and control my life. You know, attracting men who want to take your freedom away from you, men who feel intimidated by your courage, the strength that you have, the fact that you never give up, the fact that you always are getting blessed. No matter the storm, the chaos you in, you forever always getting blessed because you got a good head on your shoulders, because you are a good person within who knows that I don't want to do wrong just to get to the top. I want to heal within myself so that my bad traits that I might have got from, you know, all the little transactions that I went through with people who done me wrong, I don't want to carry those traits I need to release those traits. I need to heal. And that's literally what the year 2025 was. Me healing. The year of the snakes. Me seeing who is in my circle. Really ain't for me, but they pretend that they for me because they thinking about the ill intentions that they can get out of this, what they can do to benefit from me. So they will pretend, you feel what I'm saying? And that's a lot of the stuff that I dealt with overall in 2025, but nothing like the ending of 2025 when I really seen things for what it's supposed to be. So they thought they could just drag me along and stuff like that and do me dirty behind my back. But one thing about me is I really be getting psychic downloads. They be coming a little too early than expected, but it comes. You feel what I'm saying? What I be feeling at times, when I feel like something is off, something is not right, I speak upon it. I always say like something ain't right, something ain't right. No matter if I'm in a friendship, a relationship with family members, if I feel like you hiding something from me, that you lying to me, that you got a whole nother double life going on behind my back. See, I keep it real from the jump. I let people know this is who you gonna deal with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect, but I'm worth it. I'm a blessing in disguise. I'm a beautiful gem, rising above. And that's my type of energy. I come with who I am. But the ones who gotta pretend and put a mask on just to trick you, that's some weak-ish. That's weak. You can't come as you truly are because you knew I would have spot that and immediately end it, dead. You heard? I don't care what nobody say about behind my back because you behind my back for a reason. And the truth always comes out. Subtle. Slowly, but subtle. What you might be saying about me behind my back, oh, trust me. I know you talking. I know people be talking about me. But let me tell you something. That's one thing, though. The truth always comes out. And then they realize, oh, she wasn't the problem. This is what the truth really is. Because you can't hide yourself for so long. You can't. And one thing about me is, and that's why I'm a loner for real, because people can't come amongst me and pretend. You got to come real, raw, and authentic towards me. Because if you come in on some, you trying to mess with me because you want to get something out of me, you want to trick me, or you trying to set me up, I always sense that. And nowadays, I go with my intuition. I don't try to question it. I don't try to change the narrative just so that I can see the good within you. I used to do that. I used to try to just paint things for what it's not, to give the person the benefit of the doubt because I see something good within you. I see what you could become. But now you cannot do that. You can't do that. You got to see it for what it is instantly because that'll save you every time. It'll save you a lifelong time of hurt, pain, and stress that you don't have to put yourself in. When you get that intuition about a person, something don't feel right, question yourself. Is this a trauma response? Am I viewing this from a trauma state because of what I've been through, paranoia? Or is this my intuition? You got to ask yourself that all the time. Ask God for a sign, for you to have a sign to feel. And he gonna give you that feeling within yourself. That's the first step. He's gonna give you that feeling within yourself. That's how you can differentiate from what's paranoia, what's from the trauma from back when I used to go through stuff, and how, okay, now this is the truth. This is my intuition speaking. This is not me just making up stuff. And then you got them people who try to literally pretend that you delusional, bro. Like, they try to pretend that you delusional, like what you feel isn't correct. And then they know they're not right, so they go behind your back and paint the narrative as you being this crazy person. You have ruined their life. Oh my God, I'm just a victim. But in your face trying to tell you, I rock with you. I love you. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you. I see you going up. I see you really doing your thing. Trying to paint the narrative. So if anything ever occurs, they got their narrative painted already. Because the reason why they try to paint the narrative before anything could occur is because they had ill intentions from the jump. They had ill intentions for you from the jump. They knew eventually, my bad, I'm going through a little sickness. But you know what? I ain't even sick. I ain't even going to put that upon myself. It's a little cold from the weather changing. But back to what I was saying. They had ill intentions for you from the jump. So they got to be like, what's my backup plan? How can I get the public's eye to view this person as this? You know, that narcissistic, that covert stuff. You know what I'm saying? How can I shift the narrative the way I want it? So if this ever doesn't last between us because of their shystiness, I was speaking in the third person when I said mine. So I had to revert that back. From their shiestiness, they got something to fall upon. They got people who's gonna be putting things into their ear, because people can't wait until they hear negativity about you so that they can just gossip about you and just, you know what I'm saying? Especially either a man or woman who don't like you anyway, and they just can't wait until somebody, quote unquote, got the tea on you so that they can talk about you amongst each other and become the best of friends off of not liking you. Stuff like that really go down, men and women, because men, they be jealous too. And especially the men who be jealous of you growing up, the men who try to restrict you and keep you at bay, keep you in the crib to the point of like, I don't want you to have anything. I don't want you to know nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I want you to myself. I don't want to see you rising above. That's not love, because love is not supposed to hurt. You feel what I'm saying? And if you truly love a person, you always let them know when you're not feeling them no more. You feel what I'm saying? Straight up. The person shouldn't have to find out by looking through a phone or finding out something by the patterns you showing that's inconsistent, that's the feeling I'm getting that you lying to me. That's where betrayal really lies at. You feel what I'm saying? And you really got to do deep, heavy shadow work after getting betrayed, because you don't want to turn like the people who hurt you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give them nothing to feed on. You always do better and good, period. Whether they leave or they go. You always do better, period. You understand? Because you don't need nobody but God, and that's facts. And let me just speak on signs of a man being jealous of you. You feel it when a man is in competition with you. When he starts telling you that, oh, that don't look nice on you. I think you should try that. Oh, don't wear that. Do less of that. When they brag about their self the whole entire time, but when you finally want to tell some good news about yourself, they try to mix the story. You feel what I'm saying? They try to make it seem like they uninterested on hearing your good news. So they always trying to mix the story. You feel what I'm saying? Always try to get you to argue with them by doing messed up stuff to you so that they can get you in a state of vulnerability, to make it seem like you spiraling out of control. You the crazy one. You the one that needs help. And then they definitely, when they do it in public, you got the ones who argue with you flat out in public, behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, they'll record you, a video record. But when they're in public, people can see it. But they'll do stuff to make you trigger you, so that other people can view you how they want other people to view you. They're going to try to do everything in their power to try to get you to act out of character. The ones that, it's a lot of signs that come with a man being jealous. Plenty of signs that'll show you this man don't really like you. Yeah, he piping you down, baby, but he don't really like you. He's trying to steal your energy, your life force. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to steal up all your energy so he can flex it with another person. You know what I'm saying? Without giving you credit. That's really like what it is. Then you got the monitoring energy, the monitor spirit, always watching you, always viewing you, eyeing you. Not because they're admired by you, not because of none of that. They watching you to study you, to see what they can do to trigger you. They'll test you to see what really triggers you, what makes you overreact, and they studying you for bad reasons. They're not studying that's some negative stuff. They're not studying you because they want to learn you more, to learn how to treat you. They're not studying you because they admire your beauty, the way you're so courageous, the way you got so much strength within yourself. They're studying you because they're plotting on you. They're studying you because they're plotting on you. And you feel it within your spirit when something ain't right. When something ain't right about a person, you feel it. You feel what I'm saying? You feel it in your gut, in your soul, in everything. And always go with that first instinct, I'm telling you. Then you got the ones who link up with females or people that really don't like you. They doing that for a reason. Oh, yeah, it's just business inquired. Okay. You're doing that for a very reason. You're linking up with people that don't like me. And I'm telling you, spiritually, I know they don't like me. Because I know what I feel. And I could tell when a woman don't like me. I can tell a woman's true intention, too. When I step into the building and you just start eyeing me, looking me up and down. You know what I'm saying? Without saying nothing. That's the first one I could see on how they don't like me. Or certain things, you feel what I'm saying? You could just tell when a woman isn't intimidated by you. You feel what I'm saying? You could tell as a man too when a man don't like you. Or when you're trying to become you. when any exes that you ever had, now they trying to get with in their DMs. Stuff like that. And then you know when you was with somebody, right? All the people that they was talking about and how they said they want to distance themselves from because they bad people. Once y'all no longer a thing no more, or once y'all no longer friends no more, they go back to those same people they was talking about so they could talk about you and claim that you took them away from them. You crazy, mother. I'm telling you. Crazy. I'm telling you. That's another thing on how you could tell. You know what I'm saying? That they never really liked you. Never really like you. When a person's trying to make you feel like you delusional and crazy because you spot on with how you feel about them and you know something ain't right about them, but they try to make you seem like you delusional, you crazy, you don't know what you're talking about. As soon as a person starts to do that, get up out of there. Because you ain't crazy, you ain't delusional, you're not making up stuff. You keep instantly feeling this way. It keeps coming back up. That means something ain't right. So always go with your instinct, your intuition. And never allow nobody to try to dim your light. Nobody. Even if you're in a relationship. You walk away at that. If you feel that that person is jealous of you, that's a dangerous person to be around. Somebody who's jealous of you, but they keep, piping you down. But they're jealous of you. You feel what I'm saying? That's a dangerous person to be around. Period. As a friend, as a family member, when you feel that and you keep getting that feeling like something is trying to talk to you and let you know what's going on, immediately listen for your safety. You feel what I'm saying? And just overall, a lot of spiritual women go through abuse. Like they always find abusive partners. Like because they have so much empathy and they're givers. You feel what I'm saying? They love beyond measurements. They love deep. They love hard. So they attract abusers. I am one of those people that have attracted abuse into my life. Men who saw the light within me. Men who saw the caring and givingness that I had within my soul. And they said, nah, this is a fresh lick for me to feed upon. Not over here, baby. Because I don't care. You would never fool me. You only fool yourself out of a good person. Because it ain't a lot of us out here that's still out here. You know what I'm saying? So when you do me wrong, you only do yourself wrong. Whatever narrative you're trying to push out there for people to try to believe, they can believe all they want. If it takes a person to believe something instantly about you, they was never your peoples. They was never your friends, ever. And eventually, that person talking about you going to show their true colors to that person. And now look at it. Yeah, stay your ass over there. I ain't playing with that. You know what I'm saying? It's 2026. It's a whole different new leaf. This is the year where blessings is coming abundantly. People are getting removed out of your life that's not supposed to be in your life. People who plotted against you, talked about you behind that back. You ain't know. Might have felt something was off about them. But your ancestors, God, they felt that. They saw that. They saw what you was doing. And the truth will come to the light always. People think that just because you got a good soul, that they can do you wrong and not suffer the consequences because of what they did. They think that, okay, they can do this forever. They can always abuse a spiritual woman. They can always use a spiritual woman as, their little host. Nah, baby. Because I'm telling you right now, a woman's tears is everything, especially if you in the wrong. If you in the wrong and you know you wrong and that woman crying, trust me, that's going to spin back. I had to realize that love is not supposed to hurt. A person who truly loves you and cares for you won't try to take your freedom away from you, won't put their hands on you. You shouldn't have to suffer. You shouldn't have to endure. And us as black women, we have endured a lot. And that is not the case. You should never want to feel loved by somebody who is giving you pain. Because you're the only one loving as they drain you, as they suck up your energy and your strength. You're the only one that's loving. That person knows you're a lover. You're a deep lover. And they use that against you and play with your emotions. You feel me? And that's when you gotta say, nah. And it's gonna take a minute, you feel what I'm saying? It's really gonna take you to really search within yourself and tell yourself, why do I feel like I deserve this? Why am I taking this? I don't deserve this. I'm fed up. It gotta take for you to be fed up. Everybody could tell you everything that you wanna hear. Anybody could tell you, yo, walk away from that, you feel what I'm saying? You don't need that in your life. It's gonna have to take for you to really get fed up, for you to be like, nah, enough is enough. The cycle ends with me. You hear me? The cycle ends with me. The cycle ends with me, baby. The black sheep. The one who's put upon here to change everything. People see you before you see you. People see your glow before you can ever even notice it. And they'll try to tamper with that. Put thorns on your flowers so that they can make you into an ugly person. Because that's how they feel within themselves. And they want to destroy what is light. They want to destroy what is love. And you never let a person ever do that to you. And I mean that. The first person puts his hands on you, you walk away. You never let nobody make you feel less than. And it make me want to cry. Because I know how it is to love somebody. You hear me? I know what it feels like. And you don't deserve that from nobody. If somebody make you feel like you less than, putting their hands on you, all this type of stuff, you walk away from that. You pray to God, please, God, end this soul tie with this person. Please, sir, you are not bound to that man. You feel me? You are not bound to him. You do not have to take that just because you have a child with him. And you don't want that child to see you getting destroyed by a father who's supposed to love you out loud so that your child knows how to love. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't bound to nothing. You can get away from anything. You feel me? And I had to get real right with y'all. I had to show some real tears because tears is a release type of thing. It's the key to the soul, you feel what I'm saying? So I had to get y'all to feel me for that very moment. To know that you can walk away from anything that don't serve you. Nothing, you feel me? Walk away scot-free. Because 2026 is here, and for so on, we ain't tolerating nothing. We ain't enduring nothing. We ain't putting up with nothing we don't have to. Okay? Our ancestors done went through all of that just so that we can finally end the cycle. You feel what I'm saying? So, just know, mama, you was beautiful. You was a goddess. You was gorgeous. You're going to become something that you never thought you could become. Blessings is coming to you, mamas. And I just had to let y'all know and get real with y'all to know that you can overcome anything. You are not your circumstances. Never allow a man to make you feel ugly. And if you feel ugly around that man, if you feel like you're not enough for that man, leave that man because he's the problem. He's the reason why you're feeling like that. You feel what I'm saying? He's feeding upon you. And when you get that feeling with inside yourself that something ain't right, always go with it. Okay? I love you guys. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next one.